York looks like!
This is what New York looks like!
Show me what New York looks like!
This is what New York looks like!
Show me what the people look like!
This is what the people look like!
So you came from Boston.
Yes, I came from Boston. I come here quite often, because it's pretty easy to get here, and I love New York. I mean,
By
coming
bus?
here forever.
By car?
Train.
Oh,
Yeah, I
train.
used to take the train. Yeah. But I love Manhattan. I love this part of Manhattan. So yeah.
So, but you didn't came specifically for this.
didn't
How
come
did you
for
find
this.
out about it?
From the 5050, and that from Blue Sky.
This is what resistance looks like!
Show me what nonviolence looks like!
This is what nonviolence looks like!
Show me
Welcome. All right. How are we doing today, everybody? Woo! Oh, come on, I want to hear some noise. Are you mad? Yeah. I'm fucking pissed. Are you mad?
Yes!
Show your anger. Are you mad?
Yes!
My friends, I want to share some words that I wrote down last night in preparation for this event.
Yeah, my family, I see it in the youth. I mean, they're getting more and more involved, but people are they're into their phones, they're into social media, and it's a very different sort of, I try to stay open-minded to it, but I find a lot of them are very aware of what's going on, but a lot of them feel very traumatized, by this whole thing, and I don't know if they know what to do about it all. I see a lot of them here, but it's a pretty middle-aged, older crowd. But I think it's up to us to sort of show them the way.
Because they haven't lived what
They haven't-
other
they
generations
lived it, yes.
like
yes.
the Second World War II.
Right. When I was a kid, they were bringing bodies home in body bags from the Vietnam War. So all us kids were on the street because our older brothers were all going there, our cousins and everything like that. And sometimes it takes that, and I hope they will get more involved.
Show me what civil rights look like! Show me what civil rights look like!
All right, listen closely. People of New York City, thank you for being with me here today. I stand before you as someone who is very fucking angry. I know all of you are too. On January 7th, we all witnessed the state-sanctioned murder of Renee Nicole Good. Let's take one moment to be intentional with our anger. At some point today, you will all leave this place safely, I hope.
And, I think this is going to be a very difficult year. I think you're going to see, I hate to say it, I think there will be blood on the streets. We saw a little bit up there, but what happens if he, does the insurrection act for a town, for a city, and Minneapolis is exactly the type of breeding ground for this sort of thing. It's not a stretch to see this happening. And that really worries me because, if he has the insurrection act, he'll go up and there will be no limits on what he can do. And we know he'll do it. So I think, we've got to put our feet down. We've just got to be more aware and talk to each other.
When you get home to your communities, I need you to be active in your support for everyone around you. Learn how to defend yourselves. Start a neighborhood watch. Check in with your family, your friends, your neighbors. Keep safe the company around you, whether they be your parent, your sibling, or the woman asking for change on the street corner. Make no one your enemy, lest they make you theirs. I stand before you in solidarity with all those who have suffered under the American empire. The fascist violence we are witnessing is a direct result of the conquest that this empire has perpetrated since its inception.
Yeah, I'm not that surprised by Donald Trump, and I'm not that surprised by Stephen Miller and J.D. Vance at all. What surprises me is that the Republicans that are moderate or they're in the Senate are not saying anything. They're not doing anything. And until they get up and say something, this president is not going to change at all. I mean, they have to be the people. Instead of saying, oh, Donald Trump is doing this, Donald Trump is doing that, we have to start saying the Republicans in Congress are allowing Donald Trump to do this. Because that's what it's going to boil down to. Every time he does something, it's always Donald Trump. And I say, no, it's not Donald Trump. It's the Republicans that are standing by and saying, they're not coming after me right now. So, I don't like what he does, right? They say, I don't like what he does, but they don't say it publicly. And until they start coming after them, they're not going to do anything. And I don't think we're going to see any change.
As many of us know, and as all of us can now see, as clear as fucking day. Shit, I lost my place. Fascism is colonialism turned inward. Make no mistake, the unjust murder of Renee Nicole Good. Say her name, Renee Nicole Good. The unjust murder of Renee Nicole Good is but one moment in a long history of state violence used to silence dissent amongst the American public. Let's be clear about who she was. She was a mother, a daughter, a wife, a neighbor, a poet, a human being. Renee's death could have been any one of us, and has been many of us.
Because you throw red meat into a tiger's cage and you say, that damn tiger ate that red meat. Well, what do you expect? I mean, and that is basically what's happened. And the people that are throwing the meat in are like, oh, I didn't do anything, So we have to start blaming it on Congress. It's their fault, not Donald Trump, because he's going to do what he's going to do. And stop blaming him and say, you are allowing this to happen. And bring the focus away from Trump and over here.
Just 10 days ago, across the country in California, Keith Porter, say his name, Keith Porter, was murdered by an off-duty ICE agent. On September 12th, Silverio Villegas Gonzalez, say his name, Silverio Villegas Gonzalez, was shot and killed by an ICE agent while fleeing a traffic stop. ICE, in pursuit of Roberto Carlos Montoya, say his name, Roberto Carlos Montoya, led this man to be struck by an SUV on the 210 freeway. Last year, 32 people died in ICE custody. These are their names. As I say them, please do your best to repeat after me.
You were telling me earlier that you had a dispute with family members or friends that are Trump supporters, but it's very hard to convince them to see reality. How do you think that those people can be convinced or they can be persuaded?
I think there are a lot of them that don't. They were interviewing yesterday, I don't know, I saw it on TV, a woman in Washington, D.C., they were marching on the mall at the 1-year anniversary or the 5-year anniversary. And she went into the Capitol. And she said, well, I was outside the Capitol, and Donald Trump shouldn't have pardoned all of those people, just some of them. Well, that's an end, to start talking to people. Yeah, he shouldn't have pardoned the people who beat up policemen. And you get people on that side to start agreeing with you and saying, that was not right. And a lot of people don't think that was right, even the people that got pardoned. So that's an end. If you don't take those in and start talking to them about that, then, it's like I talk to my sister still, even though, I love her, but I still talk to her. And I always get a chance and we have a discussion. And you know how it is like talking to Republicans. Pretty soon, they just stop. Well, that's the way it is. And then they turn around and walk away. They don't want to have that conversation.
They always come up with an excuse.
Right. And why are they doing that? Because they don't have an excuse.
Henry Luis Guillen.
Henry Luis Guillen.
Sarah Wheat Gezahain de Jene. Sarah Wheat Gezahain de Jene. Maxime Cherniak.
Maxime Cherniak.
Juan Alexis Dineo Martinez.
Juan Alexis Dineo Martinez.
Brian Garzon Rayo.
Brian Garzon Rayo.
Non Nyok Nguyen.
Non Nyok Nguyen.
Marie Ange Blaze.
Marie Ange Blaze.
Abelardo Avellaneda Delgado. Abelardo Avellaneda Delgado. Jesus Molina Vea. Jesus Molina Vea. Johnny Novieto. Johnny Novieto. Isidro Perez. Isidro Perez. Tien Xuan Fan. Tien Xuan Fan. Chao Feng De. Chao Feng De. Lorenzo Antonio Batres Vargas. Lorenzo Antonio Batres Vargas. Oscar Razon Duarte. Oscar Razon Duarte. Santos Vanegas Reyes. Vanegas Reyes. Santos Vanegas Reyes. Ismael Ayala Uribe. Ismael Ayala Uribe. Norlan Guzman Fuentes. Norlan Guzman Fuentes. Hua Bing Xie. Hua Bing Xie. Leo Cruz Silva. Leo Cruz Silva. Hassan Ali Mor Saleh. Hassan Ali Mor Saleh. Josue Castro Rivera. Josue Castro Rivera. Gabriel Garcia Aviles. Gabriel Garcia Aviles. Kai Yin Wong. Kai Yin Wong. Francisco Gaspar Andres. Francisco Gaspar Andres. Pete Sumalo Montejo. Pete Sumalo Montejo. Shiraz Fatehali Sashwani. Shiraz Fatehali Sashwani. Jean Wilson Brutus. Jean Wilson Brutus. Fawad Saeed Abdul Qadir. Fawad Saeed Abdul Qadir. Delvin Francisco Rodriguez. Delvin Francisco Rodriguez. Nenko Staniv Ganchev. Nenko Staniv Ganchev.
We're here at the protest because everything that is happening in the United States with ICE. What's your opinion about all that is going on?
I'm just sick to death of ICE terrorizing American communities. I think our nation here is built on immigrants. I'm an immigrant to the United States myself. The hardworking people need to be left alone. What they're doing is just a reign of terror, and it's killing people. Immigrants, it's killing Americans. It's just got to stop. It's an absolute disgrace.
Let's be absolutely clear. We have waited too fucking long to act. The American project was born on the backs of the indigenous peoples of Turtle Island who were genocided without a thought. The law enforcement in this country was born from slave catchers who used their power to terrorize black people into submission. Law enforcement put Japanese Americans, my grandfather, into camps and made them swear their allegiance to the American empire. The FBI murdered the leaders of the Civil Rights Movement and the Black Panther Party, including Fred Hampton, Malcolm X, and Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. The ongoing genocide in Palestine by the illegitimate Zionist state is evidence enough that the United States government uses their power to erase the true essence of our movements, to whitewash history and present us with nothing but bullshit.
I never thought I'd see things get that bad. When you see that, people with assault rifles in quiet suburban neighborhoods in American cities. I mean, I never thought I was going to see something like that in the United States. I expected it could get bad, but the way that they have armed masked men patrolling around and now killing people in cold blood, I never thought I'd see that in the United States.
The callousness in which these fascist dogs operate show that they mean to kill every last one of us who stand in their way. We cannot let them. We must fight back. We must show our support for one another, for we cannot survive without each other. We cannot survive without our communities. And you all being here today, every single one of you, shows that we will survive if we continue to show up.
And not only killing criminals, immigrants, but United States citizens with no criminal record.
Exactly. It's just totally unacceptable. It's got to stop right away.
Here are our demands. Number 1, the arrest, prosecution, and indictment of Jonathan Ross and every ICE agent who has terrorized and killed people on American soil. Number 2, the resignation, arrest, prosecution, and indictment of every politician, Republican or Democrat, who at best refuses to acknowledge our grim reality and at worst is an architect of our suffering. Number 3, the immediate abolition of immigrations and customs enforcement in its entirety, including the release of everyone currently in custody. The return of every single human being who was deported and seeks to come home.
Do you mind if I ask you how long you've been in this country and what was the reason that you moved to America?
I've been here for 42 years. I'm an American citizen. I'm a scientist. I came here to study and do my PhD, and I've been a scientist in the United States since, and it's been a fantastic experience. It's generally been wonderful, but now I see America betraying what it's really about.
And finally, amnesty for every single human being who has immigrated to this land we call the United States. We demand these actions be taken now, swiftly, before anyone else gets hurt. Remember that the real work starts when you go home, when you show up for your community and defend their right to live freely. Let's show these motherfuckers who own these streets. Whose streets? Our streets! Whose streets? Our streets! Whose streets? Our streets!
We need to talk about it. We need to let everyone know that the American people don't accept this. They're demanding that it's got to stop.
Watch our Latino show.
Showbiz, showtime. We rolling?
I'm so excited.
Latino.
There's a famous actor right here.
But we would all just have to watch your show. It's about to begin.
But it's going to be a lot of fun watching.
Latino TV.
Beautiful.
Passion commune.
You keep watching here.
On the Latino show. Thank you for taking your time.
It's free.
Go home and getting naked.
Thank you so much.
Hopefully I'll have those shoes on when they put me in that museum.
God.
Look at those shoes.